Yeah, I sound like an idiot. I don't want to order food.
So when it's time for me to move so that I can see the space, what should I do with the microphone?
All you do is just scoot over and scoot over.
Oh,
What you can do is you just get up and get in that chair.
yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Right there.
Cool. Cool. I wanted to lower that because when Azaria was up yesterday, it was just blowing on her a little bit. Well, it didn't help that she was wearing
I got wet yesterday
That's bad luck. What are you doing?
by not getting my umbrella ready.
Okay, camera 3 needs to be fixed.
That's like, I do like this the whole time.
3 minutes.
This light is too much light.
Yeah, no. Where's my
Check for the interview.
mic check, Andy?
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello.
Can you check my mic?
Hey.
Yeah.
This is,
Mine is working?
I'm here. Mic check. Yoo-hoo.
Good.
Okay.
There we go.
Who can check my mic?
Yeah, they're gonna do it right now.
Good luck, guys.
Hey, thank you.
Who can check it?
Hey,
They're checking it. They probably already did it.
Hey.
Yeah, because we were talking.
They hear me?
I just saying, hey.
Oh. What's up?
Do I make you nervous? I think when I yell your name, you get nervous.
Nah, I'm like, huh? Hello?
It's because you know you're doing your job. Is that why?
Where you at?
2 minutes, guys.
2 minutes.
You look cute today, Sam.
Come to,
Well,
come to the back. Like,
Where's the interview at?
go to by, yeah, like by In and Out. There's a door back there. And then you back there.
Is the interview coming in while weather is going?
He's right there.
Or,
Yeah, I was like, he's right here.
Korea, he's right there.
no, I'm saying what is he doing?
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, they're doing weather, I'm assuming.
Okay. During weather we changed it.
Actually, low key, we should do it during the urban package, because whether you're gonna pick up sound of us moving. We're gonna move on the urban package, but I'll tell you when that is. I don't know when that is, but I'll tell you. When.
All right.
That makes sense.
And then who's doing the interview? Which one of you? Oh, perfect.
So I will
just-
be moving over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Black and silent.
Good afternoon, Rebels. It's 12 o'clock right now on Wednesday, March 11th. I'm Jose CS.
And I am Ramon Corona. Here's the studio. We bring you the stories that made for the rivals in you.
Today's top stories include the latest on the coronavirus. Studio G starts right now.
Now. the National Association Broadcast Association has canceled their event scheduled for April in Las Vegas. In a Twitter statement released this morning, the abstended in light of the current public health emergency both domestically and globally. It's clear that it will not be possible to hold the NBA show in April, as plans the National Association of Broadcasters Association is evaluating the number of alternatives to the April show. As communities grapple with the coronavirus, it's making it more difficult for cities to host events. Due to the health concerns in today's show, we have the latest on the effects of the coronavirus. Here's Studio G reporter Ralph Gallo with the latest.
More than 114,000 people have been infected with coronavirus worldwide, with at least 4,000 deaths and counting. In the United States, there are more than 750 confirmed cases, according to a coronavirus dashboard ran by Johns Hopkins University. Alongside, the fast-spreading virus has also threatened this summer's Tokyo Olympic Games, killing 6 in Japan and shutting down most schools, sports competitions, and Olympic-related events in the country. Also, the 2020 NFL Draft, expected to be one of the largest events in Las Vegas has ever seen, is still a go despite ongoing coronavirus concerns. Many other major gatherings have been postponed, canceled, or turned into online-only events. Reporting for Studio G, I'm Ralph Gallo.
Despite health concerns amid the coronavirus, officials said that the NFL Draft is still scheduled to take place here on the Las Vegas Strip this April.
In another coronavirus-related news, due to health concerns, Senator Bernie Sanders and former Vice President Joe Biden have canceled events taking place in Cleveland, Ohio.
That the people of Michigan understand that there are very substantive differences between Joe Biden and myself.
That's right.
Here in Michigan, where trade agreements have been so devastating in the loss of over 100,000 good-paying jobs, Joe Biden voted for NAFTA. He voted for PNTR with China. I helped lead the opposition to those disasters.
That's right. Yeah.
In terms of foreign policy judgment, Joe Biden voted for the war in Iraq, the worst foreign policy blunder in the modern history of this country. We led the opposition against that war.
That's right.
And in terms of looking to the future, I happen to believe, and I believe for years, that health care is a human right for all.
That's right. Yes.
Not just a privilege for the wealthy.
That's right.
And that we...
Prior to the decision, presidential candidate Bernie Sanders has stopped by a polling place in Dearborn, Michigan. The state was one of 6 hosting presidential primaries. It's unclear whether the Democratic hopefuls plan to remain there or travel elsewhere. Both campaigns say they are adhering to warnings from Ohio state officials advising against large indoor events due to concerns of risking a potential coronavirus outbreak.
Ohio is still scheduled to hold its primary in less than a week. Amid growing concerns of the COVID-19 virus, UNLV officials have been prompted to cancel some of its study abroad programs. The university's programs hosted in China, where the virus originated, have ceased to continue, including those in South Korea and Italy, due to the growing concerns as the virus continues to spread. A total of events UNLV students who were studying in China have either returned home or have been transferred over the other programs abroad. Officials from the university are currently working to bring students who are studying in Italy back home. UNLV spokesman Tony Allen said that UNLV is continuing to monitor the situation and is remaining to close contact with the few remaining students in cities abroad. For more information about any developments with the disease, UNLV has launched a reference page about the coronavirus on the Student Health Center website.
Speaking of UNLV classes, summer is right around the corner, and summer term is gearing up. Studio G reporter Samantha Nunley has the latest on the scoop on how and when you can sign up.
The University of Nevada, Las Vegas is home to nearly 30,000 students, all pursuing different passions and career paths. While many students believe the fall and spring semesters are the only time to continue gathering credits and inching closer towards graduation, UNLV offers a program to help these students get ahead and graduate sooner. UNLV Summer Term offers a wide range of sessions and course options for their students, allowing each student the opportunity to catch up on missing credits or stay ahead of the game. I had the chance to speak with Shannon Farrell, an administrative assistant for UNLV Summer Term, and she was able to give me a deeper look into what UNLV Summer Term is and why it's important.
The state of Nevada does not fund higher education during the summer, so that is why our program exists. We are here to offer the classes that you would normally get in fall and spring, just in a shorter condensed time frame during summer term.
Students are able to reap the benefits of attaining up to an additional 18 credits for undergraduate students and 12 credits for graduate students, ultimately fast-tracking their degree. When it comes to course payment, Summer Term offers a variety of options to assist in the process. UNLV Summer Term is always available to answer your questions and help you find the answers you need. Their office is located in the Student Services Complex A, room 103. From Studio G, I'm Samantha Nunley.
And non-degree seeking enrollment begins April 6th. The term schedule is now online and classes begin May 18th. UNLV Urban Affairs students.
UNLV Urban Affairs students had the chance to partake in a simulated crime scene here on campus. Studio U reporter George Gonzalez has the simulated report.
My name is George Gonzalez and I'm standing right outside of the Greenpoint Hotel and Casino where an adult male was found by security in his hotel room unresponsive.
According to a 911 call, security at the Greenpoint Hotel and Casino made the call requesting police and medical to the hotel where American Bull rider Travis Lance Smith was found unresponsive in his hotel room around 1 p.m.
Dispatch called me and then I go to the room.
In the hotel room, Smith was found alongside an injured female with blood all over her. There was no word on whether that injured female is a prime suspect at the moment. However, at this time, she appears to be a victim in this situation. According to Smith's wife, they both checked into the Greenpoint Hotel together. However, she was not in the room at the time of the incident.
I'm his wife. I don't know what happened.
According to the coroner's report, Smith was hit over the head with what appears to be an alcohol bottle, causing blunt force trauma to the head.
This is still an impending investigation, but we do know that there is a deceased adult male and police have said that they do have a suspect. Those are all the details we do know for now. However, if we do know more, we will make sure to let you know. Reporting live, George Gonzalez, UNLV TV.
UNLV's urban adventure classes use experimental scenarios, putting students right in the middle of the action, allowing them to use core skills and knowledge from across the urban affairs college, including college integration, exploration of social issues, a team-based approach, and overall community involvement.
Rain has taken over the Las Vegas Valley. Here is Samantha Nunley with this week's forecast.
Good morning, Las Vegas. Ramon is right. Rain has taken over Las Vegas, so if you don't own an umbrella, you need to get one. For sure. We're not looking up hardly at all. Here's what we've got for today's forecast. A high of 59 degrees, partly cloudy skies, a high of 67 and a low of 52 with wind speeds of 4 miles per hour, so just mild wind speeds, nothing really to worry about. Looking at the broader Las Vegas weather, Centennial Hills, we look up north, 60 degrees right now currently, North Las Vegas and Nellis, 62 degrees as we head south. Summerlin getting down to 57, as well as Southern Highlands. Green Valley and Henderson looking at 60 degrees. Boulder City looking at 57 degrees currently. As we head into tonight, the high is 60 degrees with partly cloudy skies with a high of 60 and a low of 54 degrees with wind speeds of 5 miles per hour. Looking into that 5-day forecast, the bad news is the rain is going to continue for the next few days. We have scattered showers on Thursday, a high of 73 degrees, a low of 54. Friday, still looking at those showers, a high of 60 degrees and a low of 53. The good news is that the weekend's going to look a little bit better. We're only going to have partly cloudy skies. 66 degrees for your high on Saturday and 52 degrees for your low. Sunday, about the same weather, 68 degrees for your high and 50 degrees for your low. Thanks, Las Vegas. This was your weather from Studio G. Back to you at the desk.
Our next guest has used his comedy to establish a social movement called the Keeping It Positive movement to bring awareness and destroy the stigma surrounding the HIV and HIV virus. Here is my friend and Chicago's favorite son, Andy Feds.
Chicago. I don't know. Chance the Rapper might have something to say about that.
Lupe, dude.
Yeah, Lupe too.
Yeah, all right, man. All right, let's get started. All right, tell us more about yourself and this Keeping It Positive movement.
Yeah, for sure. So I've been doing stand-up for about 9 years or so now. And I was born HIV positive. My mom passed away from AIDS in '98. So before she passed, it made me, she always told me, oh, you should keep your status a secret. You don't need to tell all your friends at school that. And I was like, but why? So 2017, 2016, my wife had like an HIV class at Columbia where we graduated from, and she was like, hey, can you come in and do something, maybe some comedy? I ain't have no material. I was sitting outside the classroom just writing up something, and it just kind of flourished from there.
Yeah, it just came naturally?
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, it made me think, all right, how can I make this thing that's so taboo that nobody can talk about funny, a way that you can laugh at it,
Yeah.
So.
And what was the initial reaction from talking about it? Was it been negative at first? Was it like, how was it?
Okay, the first time I really switched my material around was I did a comedy set at Urban Lounge out here in Las Vegas, and it was a lot of black people. And black people, we in the black culture, you got to know what you can and can't talk about. So when I first did HIV material, everybody looked at me like deer in headlights. They was like, oh, should we really be talking about that?
Should I feel sorry about them? Should I give you some money or something?
Yeah. So I was like, listen, I wrote this material down. It took me a while to write it. So y'all gonna listen to what I gotta say.
Yeah. So was that hard to get through at first? Like just like the negativity?
Yeah.
They kind of make you want to stop doing it?
It did. I had a few instances where I kind of wanted to stop doing it, or I kind of questioned if I should keep doing it. But I had to remember, like, so many people had came up to me and said, hey, I love what you're doing. I got so-and-so, a family member, a friend that suffers from the same thing, and they don't know how to react to it. And so they was like, you're helping a lot of people. So I think about, those for every one person that says something negative that I should stop doing it, that it makes people nervous that I do it. I think about the 10 other people that says, hey, you're doing a great job. You should keep this going,
And has that influenced other people to come out with their stigmas and stuff like that?
Yeah. I've had a few people that, never duplicated. I worked hard at this thing, but I've had a few people that, said, oh, I love what he's doing. So let me try to, bring my own story to, what I'm living or how I'm living with HIV. So it's great to me that I can push the culture a little bit to have people talking about HIV and AIDS a little bit more.
And that relates to it. Has it it started off negative beginning? I'm assuming it changed over time.
Yeah.
The reaction, yeah.
Yeah. The more that I push out on my social media, Andy Feds Comedy, cheap plug. The more I push out on that, I get more people to be like, oh, I would love to come see your show. Stuff from people from out of town, saying, oh, I'm coming down there just to see you perform because I want to see it live. I'd be like, oh, I got a YouTube page, official Andy Feds, that you guys could check out. But they was like, no, we just want to check it out live. We want to see it for ourselves. We want to experience it.
All right. And did incorporating that just help you stand out at first? Like, were you the HIV guy? HIV comedian?
Yeah. You know what? I had a thing, a show one time, and I performed my stuff, and the guy goes, "Hey, HIV!" like afterwards, and I was like, "That's not my name."
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah. So it kind of, I guess it's like how the guy that plays Steve Urkel is forever known as Steve Urkel. So I mean, if this is something that's creating awareness that is helping a lot of people, I guess my name is Mr. HIV.
And what has been your biggest accomplishment so far?
Well, I was excited because last year around this time I got into the Las Vegas Review-Journal, which is a newspaper out here, and then the NBC News did a story on me as well, and then I've been getting booked nationwide for different HIV organizations that want me to come and share my story, you know.
And is there an end goal? Is there something that you want to accomplish at the end of all this?
I guess, yeah, I wouldn't mind just having people to look at their phones. You know, you have a thing in your pocket called a phone that has all the information that you can ever get on HIV, but people still be like, oh, you're gonna get HIV for shaking your hands. No, that's the coronavirus. So, you know, I'm
wash some hands.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. So I'm trying to break the stigmas of HIV and AIDS. So I think that's my biggest end goal there.
That's what's up money too. Make some.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take donations on my Cash App, Andy Feds Comedy. You know, and I don't mind. I don't mind making a little money off of it too. But, you know, it's more not even about the money, but more so the awareness. My biggest goal, I should say, is my mom died of AIDS because when she found out that she had it, she was kind of scared to talk to people about it and didn't get the proper help that she needed. So my biggest goal is to make sure that her death doesn't happen twice to somebody else. Yeah. You know, so if I can do that, if I can have people talking about it and researching and, you know, going out to support groups and stuff like that, then I think, you know, it's a job well done for me.
All right, before I let you go, man, just want to plug in your social medias one more time.
For sure, yeah. If I didn't already, you can go on Andy Feds-Comedian on Facebook, official Andy Feds on YouTube, and then Andy Feds Comedy on other things, or you can just go to andyfedscomedy.com. You'll have all the links there.
And any upcoming shows coming up?
Yeah, I have I used to host a Las Vegas Comedy Roast. We've been homeless for a while because we didn't have a venue. So we're gonna bring that show probably no later than next month. So andyfedscomedy.com, you can make sure that you can get the information for that.
All right, there you have it. If you like to laugh, follow my boy Andy Feds Comedy. And here's Ramon with the next story.
Thank you for coming. Somewhere in America, a revolution is coming. An army of pretty competitive dancers plot to take over the world and one routines. At the time, Studio G very own Hannah Kirschbaum has this story.
It's always a good time to take the night off and enjoy some local entertainment, especially when the production is Dance Nation. I traveled to the Arts District in Las Vegas to a performance put on by the Lab Theater at 528 South Decatur Boulevard. I asked fellow actor Gigi Gazito to chat about the play she auditioned for and performed in.
Dance Nation is written by Claire Barron. It was a Pulitzer Prize nominated play. It is set in a dance studio where there is a team of competitive dancers travel around the country winning championships, and they are adolescents. And it's really a story of self-discovery that along the way examines female empowerment and the ways that our society undermines young women along the way. We would like to have more people come see our show. Opening night was fantastic. We had a full house. We've had a couple of full houses. We've also had some smaller audiences. Every audience is delightful. We absolutely thrive on the energy, exchange of energy between the audience and the performers, regardless of the size of the audience. But we have room for more, and we definitely want more people to come so we can share this experience and this message with them.
I asked Gigi if she wanted to add any comments about the play or sum Dance Nation up in a few words. Her response?
Girls rule the world.
You can find out more about shows that the Lab Theater of Las Vegas puts on by going to their official website at www.theplayhouselv.com and under the hashtag Let's Play House. For Studio G, I'm Hannah Kirschbaum.
Thank you, Hannah. That is something we definitely have to check out to support our local artists.
Andrew Yang is the latest former Democratic presidential hopeful to throw his weight behind Joe Biden. Yang formally endorsed the former vice president on CNN Tuesday night.
I believe that Joe Biden will be the Democratic nominee, and I've always said I'm going to support whoever the nominee is, so I hereby am endorsing Joe Biden to be not just the nominee for the Democratic Party, but the next president of the United States. And I say this, having supported Bernie Sanders in 2016, Bernie was an inspiration for me, inspired my run. But the math says Joe is our prohibitive nominee. We need to bring the party together. We need to start working on defeating Donald Trump.
Yang is following in the footsteps of other former rivals who endorsed Biden, including Senator Amy Klobuchar, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and former Mayor Michael Bloomberg and Pete Buttigieg. Yang, who is now a CNN political commentator, ended his presidential run in February after a poor showing in the Iowa caucuses.
John is following its footsteps other former rivals who endorsed Biden, including Senators Amy Klobuchar, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and former Mayor Michael Bloomberg. John, who is now the CNN political commentator, ended his presidential run in February after a poor showing in the Iowa caucuses.
I got that twice, all right? A man is in critical condition after getting hit by a garbage truck Tuesday afternoon. He was taken to University Medical Center. The driver stayed on scene, and impairment did not appear to be a factor. A Louisiana driver was driving his vehicle with an expired license plate, and that expired in 1987. When the police stopped him, the driver told the officer he has been too busy to renew his plates and totally forgot. Louisiana drivers are supposed to renew their tags every 2 years, but this driver waited more than 2 decades to do that. We don't know whether the driver got a ticket or not. Ramon, how long has it been since how long did it take you to renew your plates?
I don't take that long. If I don't have money, maybe 1 week and that's it.
Maybe 2 days.
I don't wait 2 decades.
No, I mean like, he said he was too busy.
I don't. He might be trying to save some money.
He hustling, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's all we have, guys. Thank you today for tuning in. Make sure to tune in tomorrow at noon. Follow us on social media. I'm Jose.
And I am Ramon Corona. Thank you for watching UNLV Next Time Rivals.